Hi everybody, welcome back. Can you say cheese Danish? Because that's what I'm going to make today, some cheese Danish, and man is it ever good. So I'm just going to get started right away. Come on in here a little bit, Mrs. Old Guy. I've got a cup and a half of sifted flour there, and I'm going to come over here to my freezer. I've got 14 tablespoons of butter here, and it is pretty much frozen. You want that butter just as cold as you can get it. If your food processor can handle it, do it that way. So I'm going to just dump this in, and I'm going to pulse this out until I get some nice little granules. So I'll be back in a minute because that's going to be pretty loud. So I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, I've got this pulsed up a little bit. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of some salt, and 2 teaspoons of yeast. And now I'm going to pulse that in. All right, very good. So you see here what we look like. Got these nice little granules of butter, and that's what we want. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm going to transfer this into another bowl. Okay, so I've got 1 egg, and I've got a 1/4 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of water. I'm just going to whisk this up really quick. And while I'm whisking this up, I'm just going to ask y'all to get Val over at Trippy Foods and check out. If you like new foods and different foods and food reviews and stuff like that, you're going to want to check them out because it's really a great channel. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this in until it all gets moistened. So it's going to take me just a minute or two, but we'll be back and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so this is all kind of come together in one nice lump. That's what we want. And I'm just going to get it out onto a piece of plastic wrap. And you want to touch this with your hands like never if you can help it. Just the least amount you can handle it, the better off you're going to be. You want that butter to stay nice and cold. And that's it for right now. I'm going to refrigerate that for an hour. We'll be back. Okay, so our dough has been chilling for an hour. If I can get it open here. And just a quick roll out now. Pretty simple stuff. This isn't a difficult recipe to make. It just takes a while. So if you want to come in here real quick, Mrs. Old Guy, just to show you all these little bits of butter in there. And those, that is exactly how you want to see it. We'll sprinkle a little flour. I'm just going to roll this out. And I'm going to fold this into thirds. Let's see here, just want to kind of get it. Okay, so. Then I'm going to roll it out like that. I'm going to roll it out again, and then I'm going to fold it and roll it out again. So I'm going to do it 2 more times. And so I'll be back when I'm done with that. All right. So that's been a total of 3 times rolled out. I'm going to fold it into thirds again. Wrap it back up. And I'm going to stick it back into the refrigerator for another 2 hours. So it'll only be just a second for you. We'll be back. Alright, so this has been chilling for another couple of hours. And it's really nice and firm. That's what you want. Okay, roll this out. And every time you do this, it's making layers. So this is, you'll be surprised how well this turns out. Okay, I'm going to roll this out. And I'm going to fold it over one more time. And then I'm going to refrigerate it again for yet one more hour. And we'll roll it out a final time. And I think maybe we should get to making some of the cream cheese filling. What do you think? So I'll be back in just a second and we'll start with that. Okie dokie folks, well, time to make the cream cheese filling for our Danish. It's got an 8-ounce package here. It's been softened a little bit. Been out for about a half hour. And to that I'm going to add half a cup of sugar, three-quarters of a teaspoon of vanilla, and a full teaspoon of lemon juice. And now I'm just going to cream that together, and that's all there is to that. So I'll get it creamed out, I'll put it into a bowl, and the next time we look at it, it'll be when we're making our Danish. Last time here, folks, and before I roll this out, come in, Mrs. Old Guy. I just want to see, you can still see all that butter fleckled. Fleckled, is that a word? Anyway, throughout the whole thing. And now I'm going to roll this out. I got a 12 by 12 square, so you don't need to watch that. So when I'm done with that, we'll be back. Okay, so we see here I got that 12 inches, and it's roughly 12 inches this way as well. So, so now I want to cut this into 9 pieces, so 4 inches and 8 inches here, and same on the other end. I'm going to cut this into 9 pieces, so I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, now we're going to start with the fun part. We actually get to start making our Danish. So there's our 9 pieces. I'm just going to take this, and got just a well-beaten egg here. I'm going to brush the corners, like so, and I'm going to fold them in like that. Alright, we'll let it sit like that. So I'm going to get them all like that, and once I get there, we'll be back. So we're almost done. We're coming in to the home stretch, and believe me, it's worth the effort. Believe me, it is worth the effort. So over here now, Mrs. Old Guy will come in a little bit, and we'll show you that these are all kind of folded over the corners, and we're going to take a nice dollop here of the cream cheese. I'm going to set it in there, and I'm also just going to kind of open it just a little bit, just like that, because I've got a surprise visit from Mr. Blueberry. And so I'm going to put these blueberries, the blueberry filling I made earlier today, or actually this morning for our breakfast, and I'm going to put a dollop of that in the middle. So I'm going to get that all done like that, and when I'm done, I'll be back. Okay, so they're all set, all set, and they just need to sit for about another hour. I want to let them puff up a little bit. They're not really going to raise because of the yeast in them, but they will puff up a little bit. Then they're going to get into the oven. So I'll be back when I put them in. How's that? Covered these up with a couple of plastic grocery bags there just to help protect them. They'll dry out. They look really good. Now I'm going to put these into 425 degree oven. Oh, that's going Set this timer for 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes, we'll pull it out. I'll give it a little brush with that egg wash, and then, or maybe I won't. Anyway, cook it 10 for a minute for I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes, and then we'll turn the temperature down and see how long it takes to finish it up. So we'll be back. All right. Ooh, look at that. Ouch. Looking really good. Grab this other pot holder. This one's just a little bit too thin. Alright, so they're pumping up and looking beautiful. Let's get these egg wash on the outside here. I decided I'd go ahead and do it. This is going to give them a nice little shine. They'll look just like you get at the bakery, huh? Oh, what do you think, Mrs. Old Guy?
Looks great. Yummy.
Alright. So, we'll be back when I pull these back out of the oven. I'm going to give them about another, 6 minutes maybe. So, it's been a process, and like I said, it is so worth it. These are just about ready to come out of the oven. We got about 11 seconds. Yep. And one more time, I'm going to ask you to go over and check out Val over at Trippy Food's link down below. And I'm so excited. These are like, it's unbelievable. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. Come on in here, Mrs. Old Guy. Look at there, folks. Look at the layers in here. Can you see that? Look at those layers. Light, fluffy. These are going to be great. I made a little bit of frosting or whatever to put on the top. Just some simple powdered sugar and a little milk. I'm just going to drizzle these on here. Oh, look at that. That is... Yep, why go to a bakery, huh, when you can do it yourself? Of course, I guess you go to a bakery, get it right then and there, but so you have the satisfaction of making them yourself. And this dough, you make it ahead of time. You can roll it out and bake it off whenever you want. So you want these first thing in the morning? Yeah, just make the dough the night before. And we're just about done here. Oh, I can hardly wait. You wouldn't believe how good this smells in here right now. Okay. Yep. All right. Here we go. Put these over on the plates over here. All right, come on in. Let's give them another look here. This is Old Guy. Let's look at that, light, fluffy. Okay, they're super hot. I should know better than to take a bite right now, but oh man. That is about as good as you're going to get. Super light, super crispy on the outside. Moist, yummy, cream cheese. I can't wait till I bite into that blueberry here in a minute. Well, I hope you give this a try, because really it's not hard. Like I said before, it just takes a little bit of time. I appreciate you watching. Y'all come back and see me again, and in the meantime, you take care. Bye now.